Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Kim Kardashian will donate underwear to Los Angeles fire victims because, hey, it's not like she ever wears it. Shake Shack, Five Guys, and something called Sugar Factory have been named the most overpriced fast food chains. But when it comes to the price paid by your colon, the clear winner is Taco Bell. Dave Grohl turns 56 today. So what do you give for the man who has everything that's soon to be divided by 50%?
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Killer Queen, 2 for Tuesday, Northeast PA's Classic Rock. You can have these just in time for your Super Bowl party. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Now, Kate, you like pizza, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, what do you like? What kind of toppings? What's your favorite pizza as far as that kind of stuff goes?
No judgment, but my favorite pizza is from Rosario's in Clark Summit.
Yeah.
It is a chicken, bacon, honey mustard.
Sounds terrible to me because there's just too much going on. Chicken and bacon, I'd probably be good. As soon as you do the honey mustard in, I'm done. My favorite pizza in Northeast PA, Bona Pizza, downtown Scranton. Just cheese, done.
Just cheese. Look at how shocked I am.
I know, it's crazy that I only... But I mean, like, I'll eat a bacon cheeseburger pizza.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Bacon, beef, pizza, I'm good with that.
All right.
So there you go. That's it's not stuffed inside, Kate, so it's okay.
Oh, that's right. That's
Look,
right.
Who doesn't like pizza? But would you like your pizza in the form of a chip?
Oh, heck yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you might be excited about this, because when I heard about this, I was almost like, "Ugh." But okay, I realize I'm not the target audience. Cheetos. You like Cheetos?
Of course.
Cheetos Cheese Puffs. They are releasing a new cheese puff flavor. Are you ready? Cheese Puffs cheese pizza flavor, which they say tastes just like a slice from your favorite pizza shop. Look, if I don't have to dab the grease off with the napkin, it's not just the same to me, all right? I'm sorry.
I like all of the Cheeto flavors that they have right now, so
Yeah.
this is just next in line, and I'm all kinds of excited now.
Here's my deal with Cheetos. Any amount under 5, I'm good with. Once I get past 5 Cheetos, I'm like, they're okay, I'm sick of them.
But okay, so are we talking about puffs? Or are you talking about the crunchies? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm only talking about the cheese puffs, because to
puffs.
me, that's the Cheeto, and I don't care about any other permutations. Doesn't matter to me.
So I like the crunchy ones a lot.
Okay.
I'm
afraid I'll break a tooth. It's just that simple. So do you want to try this? Are you going?
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's coming out later this week. Should be everywhere within a month.
Hosting a party for the big football game? Who needs real food when you've got Cheetos? Introducing new Cheetos Complete Super Bowl Party flavors. Sure, there's new pizza flavor, but there's so much more. Try the new Spinach Artichoke Dip Cheetos, Veggie Tray Cheetos, even 7-layer Dip Cheetos. It's all the layers in one crunchy bite. So forget the snacks or actual food. Just dump a few bags in a bowl and call it a spread. New every Super Bowl flavor imaginable Cheetos. Now taking up the entire chip aisle in your grocery store.
Prospector can be a little hot-headed. Sometimes he can be selfish. He labors to get through most social interactions.
Sometimes you can be kind of a jerk.
Today, he asked the question, am I a jerk? On Rock 107.
So I'm at the grocery store over the holidays. And during my long extended vacation, when I had nothing but time on my hands, I go to the grocery store on the way home from my father-in-law's. So instead of going to my usual spot, I go to one on the way. And I load up the cart with everything we needed for the week. And then it's almost like 10 o'clock at night. Cart's practically overflowing with groceries. I walk to check out. And there are 6 young people all standing around by the self-checkouts, but not one of them in a regular aisle. So I asked if there's anybody to check me out. The one particular grumpy kid turned around and said, nope. And just pointed to the self-checkout line for like a long time. He left a hand up there for a long time. So that's when I walked over to the 6, and I'm like, you mean to tell me not one of you can check me out? How about you get the manager? Which I know, total Karen move. I get it. I'm that guy. All right? Manager comes over, and I calmly explain what happened. He's like, I will check you out, sir. The order totaled $349.58, and that's when I said, because of the way I was treated by your staff, I won't buy them here. I just wanted you to know how much money they cost you, and then I left. Does that make me a jerk?
I'm saying yes, Prospector. You went the extra mile to be a jerk.
Well, I got nothing but time during those vacations. I figured, what the hell? Got a text from the rock lines here at Rock 107.
This time you definitely were a jerk because you gave yourself more work and the manager did ring you up, and you could have just left things there which were prove the point, but
Right.
You did prove it because you went the extra mile.
Okay. Sure, the manager was furious or whatever and all that stuff. Great, whatever. Let's go to the Rock lines. Rock 107, am I a jerk?
Today, these young people, they don't know customer service.
Okay.
I've been a customer service specialist my whole entire life, and the world has just totally forgot about customer service.
I got one from Open Mike on the Rock 107 mobile app.
Prospector Don checking in. Not a jerk. And I hope the manager made them put all the groceries back.
I didn't even think about that part.
More
Because then I got to unbag them, put them back in the cart, then take them back to the
I
shelf.
didn't even think about how they were probably bagged up.
Yeah.
Prospector, oh my word.
All right.
Well, Angie from your Facebook said, yep, I get it. You were upset, but you don't have to go and make someone do all that work for no reason. Jerk.
There was a reason. Teach them a lesson.
Hey, and Brian from your Instagram said, no way you are a jerk, Prospector. These kids got to learn to get off their duffs and do some work.
Yeah. All right, let's find out what the Rock lines are saying. Am I a jerk, Rock 107?
No, you're not. I feel the manager was the problem after all. I mean, that's his job to make sure somebody under him is doing their job.
Exactly. He does his job better. These kids are working harder, and there's never this issue at the first place. Tone is set at the top, right?
Absolutely, man. This time I agree with you, 150%.
All these kids standing around, I say nobody can check me out. Let's talk to the manager, make him check me out, and then leave the $349.58 worth of groceries in the bag saying I won't pay him because of the way I'm treated. Does that make me a jerk?
Hey, well, Ted from your Twitter said, not a jerk, and I hope those lazy kids get more than a talking to from the manager after that.
Okay.
And John from your Facebook said, seems like you cut off your nose despite your face there. You still had to go and get all that stuff somewhere else. So, yeah, you're a jerk.
Absolutely, I did have to go. But you know what? I was on vacation. I had plenty of time. Let's go to the Rock lines. Rock 107, am I a jerk?
Prospector, man, don't you have anything better to do with your time? You're a jerk on this one.
Yeah, look, I was on vacation. I had nothing going on for my time, you know?
Oh, God, you're killing me. You're killing me.
So you think I spent too much time? I kind of I'm a jerk for spending all that time and just to prove a point is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think it was time well spent to prove that point, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, I hate that you're like this. Marguerite from our TikTok said, I would say you and the kids were both a little jerky. But here's the difference. They were kids, and you're supposed to be a grown-up.
Supposed to be a grown-up. Let's be fair. I've never purported to be one. In the question today of am I a jerk for buying all these groceries, getting them on the cart when they wouldn't ring me up, going to the manager, getting him to ring me up, and then after they're rang up saying I'm not going to pay for them because I want you to know how much money you lost because of the way those kids treated me, is does that make me a jerk? And according to you, Northeast PA, the answer, by the slimmest of margins, no, I am not a jerk.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
All I ever dream about is stuff like being back in my childhood home. Never things like this. If you've ever dreamed of winning the lottery, maybe jot the numbers down if they're in the dream. A woman in Maryland used 5 numbers she saw in a dream and won $50,000.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
The most dangerous thing about Hot Pockets is usually just the burning on the roof of your mouth, but this guy raised the bar on that. A man from Michigan named Daniel Hudson went into a Dollar General earlier this month and started stuffing Hot Pockets into his pocket. An employee confronted him, and he didn't take that well. He started yelling at the employees, then reached into another pocket and pulled out a gun. Daniel threatened to blow the employee's head off, so they let him get away and called cops. They said they knew him, and he was actually a regular customer. Got to track Daniel down in the break room at his workplace where he was eating Hot Pockets. They arrested him and found a pistol in his backpack. Daniel tried to tell the cops he didn't mean to steal the Hot Pockets. He just put them in his pocket because he didn't see a clerk at the store. He's facing theft and gun charges.
Nominee number 2.
This fella must have mistaken himself for Yosemite Sam. In Tennessee, a man is in trouble for shooting at a family sledding in the snow. He thought they were on his property. Turns out they weren't. The family was with their 4 kids and just wanted to enjoy the snow, but the man, Benjamin Cook, didn't think so. He pulled out a rifle and started shooting. Bullets flew just a few feet from the family's 1-year-old and toddler. The family, smart enough to get out of there, quickly went home and called the police. Cops showed up and talked to Cook. Neighbors even had pictures of him walking through the woods with a rifle over his shoulder like he was auditioning for Duck Dynasty: The Reckoning. Cook had a bunch of rifles in his house. He could arm a small militia. He's now facing 6 counts of aggravated assault, and I'm sure his neighbors will be careful about building snowmen near his place.
And the winner is...
the guy who opened fire on a family sledding, claiming they were on his property. They weren't, and he's lucky he didn't hit anybody, but he is the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.